Awesome. Awesome. Shell kill. I gotta text my buddy real quick. Gotta let him know. My mic's still working, right? Yeah, it's working. It's working. Jesus Christ! I haven't played this game like forever, and I don't remember what I was doing. Okay, I am on tank, so I believe I believe I was just no. I was like trying to get hard. Honestly, I don't even think I want to do that. I'm just gonna like proceed with this play. Pecker. What's my profile? Classes and jobs. So level 12. I mean, I could do it. I could try. I just feel it's like it's gonna be a long time. I just feel like it's gonna take me a hot minute to do it. Like a really long minute to do it. I'm probably not gonna do that. Activating inspectors, seal and use cleansing water to defeat evil spirits. Sticking the wood whaler expedition and eat some armor. I'm just probably I am gonna do that actually. Strategy. What is this? What? 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 Hold on. What? Huh? What is this? What? What is this? Is this new? I think this is new. I'm at Freddy board. Tech 1, Tech 2, healer. Okay. That guy's up. I have no idea what this is, and I believe I do not have. Like, I don't need to do it. Alright, what level is this quest again? 17. Wait a minute. I guess I'll just do it as. No, that's not what I want to do. Another 60 man while occupied. What do you mean occupied? I'm not occupied. That's not what I want to do. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that works. Alright, I'm just gonna finish these 2 side quests, get them out of the way, and then I'm just gonna shoot straight to the rest of the scenarios because I just wanna get done with it. So I like there's way too many quests for me to do. And it's driving me a bit insane. I'm gonna be honest. And I just can't keep seeing all the side quests on this right corner over here. It drives me a bit crazy. Why is like everything like so buns with the layout? I don't remember it being. Hold on. UI element. I don't know why it's. Oh, that's why it's so small. You don't have a. I mean, I wish you could. I can't talk. I can't talk. I'm gonna shut up. Actually. I mean, I just did this the last time, but I guess you can't look at it right now. Save. I'm gonna move you a little bit over here. You stay where you are. Fuck this. Default. There we go. Top R1. Bar 2. Oh, can't believe I am editing this. I mean, I have to like last time I did this, like I was like a little, like I know I added like to my page. I Oh, sorry, but I must insist that you, an adventurer, and a rather seasoned looking one besides. On the off chance you're not simply here to God, perhaps you can lend us a hand. Okay, you see, despite the fervent protestations of those dust whites over there, we cannot permit civilians within the ruins at this time. People, men and women like you, on the other hand, are more than welcome, that is, if you've got the stones for it. Pray seek out the other station in Quarry Mill, they can appraise you for details. Oh, I think this is the question Victoria has. That's probably it, guys. Hold on. Yeah. There's kind of buns that you have to like. I know, it's not buns. It's just that I decided to try and ascertain. You can, wait, what? Can I complete the quest to the following from any symbol of war or magic? Good thinking, Square. Good thinking. What dark thinking, lady. Christ almighty. Well, adventure, I take it you have something to learn more having some harm. The site is of interest owing to the Gomorran ruins, Gomorrah being an underground city which predates Redania, in case you were unaware. Any road, a few days past, we received reports from several anthropogeographers that a magical gateway of some sort had appeared in the ruins and that all manner of creatures were coming in and going through. My men and I were among the first to examine it, and, well, it's hard to explain. We crossed the threshold into a set of corridors we've never seen before, and then suddenly each and every one of us was filled with an inexplicable sense of dread. It was all it could do in a single step. According to Iuna Kotor, who accompanied us, the ruins are worried with a powerful magic that sap the spirits and either of all who enter, rendering them easy prey for the creatures within. Thankfully, he managed to devise a solution, either pool arms and armor, with safeguard and channel the ruler's energies that they might withstand the ruins' magics. Unfortunately, it does little to prevent us from losing our way, though it beggars belief. Every time we have dared to venture into the ruins, we have found the path to be changed. We suspect this too may be the work of an unfathomably powerful mage. Needless to say, something strange is afoot, and traditional tactics are not likely to suffice, and experienced adventurers would need to proceed with caution. In any event, if you believe you have what it takes to brave the ruins and discover the secrets lying in secret steps, you need but say the word. Palace of the Dead, now accessible. If you have not access to the Palace of the Dead, you may enter solo or in a party of up to 4 players, so sticking to the Wood Whaler Expeditionary Captain, you will be given the option to enter with either a fixed party or a match party via the matching system. Players will start at level 1 regardless of their current class, job, or levels. Furthermore, either full arms and either full armor may be used when inside the Palace of the Dead. Each floor of the Palace of the Dead is randomly generated, including the placement of enemies, treasure coffers, and traps. Further units can be had by speaking with the... Oh, is this like... what is it called? What is it called? That shit has a fucking name. You know the games. You know the games. The like, it's not Souls. It's not Souls. That you, when you die and you have to restart from the beginning by like Hades and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Earth's Gift. Oh shit, I'm close by to this one. I don't know if I want to... No, I'll do Pass of the Dead. I'm not gonna get that now. Alright, Nimbus. Find layout. Default. Nope, that's not it. That's hot. Where's my oath gauge? There it is. There we go. Let's see. That seems comfortable. Burp. Yeah, this seems comfortable enough. Alright, let me go to the other class. Get that out of the way. I remember there was a point in the game where I was like so over leveled because I simply just I was just that guy. So I was just doing every single side quest in the like underneath the sun. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun getting out of the car. Can I? Hello? There we go, thank you. Oh, like clicking on it doesn't do anything. I feel like I'm gonna be playing this game for all eternity, and even then, I'm not gonna be able to like finish the game like at all. Pursuing Gal that held the dark divinity in check, were able to ascertain. Were you able to ascertain what has become of it? Have this rock. Magical energy still remains in the stone, though its fires have grown dim, but what's more, behold how the stone has been clear in 20 years. By Odin's fell blade, there can be no doubt. Yes, there can be no doubt as to the identity of our unwelcome guest, and yet it's almost curious. The dark divinity rides free. Why does he tarry in the shroud? Any road you are to be commended for your bravery. Adventurer Sidney is preparing a report on this very matter as we speak. I would be most grateful if you could share your findings with her as well. I'm gonna get on my phone. I'm not doing the whole one. So it is indeed as we feared. The seal of Earth's found has been broken and the dark divinity rises again. We must draft a report immediately. No, this shit doesn't. I'm not talking with you again, buddy. Wrong. Can I TP? No. Yes. Alright! Alright guys, we're going! We're leaving! Probably not gonna be for a long time, but it's gonna be for like an hour and 10 minutes. Christmas! It's Christmas, guys! It's Christmas! It's Christmas, guys! That's so cool, it's Christmas! Through the maelstrom, Yugiri has the air of a woman bursting with gratitude. Much and more has occurred since the first I beheld Eorzea from the galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I deny being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you over long. Doubtless, as you have pressing business of your own, rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When you next meet Lady Menphalia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, warrior of light. Morgana! Look at this. Why do... Oh, right, we moved. I forgot that one. Why are there so many more quests now out of nowhere? What is it? What the fuck? Dude, I don't remember having that many quests around this area at the very beginning. Like when we got here for the first time, I was like, this is a few guys, a few people over here. But no, everyone has something that needs to be addressed. It's gonna drive me up the wall. I'm in failure.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul, but never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed.
Oh shit.
There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
Water.
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldesion.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
What?
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be.
How the fuck?
'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
What? That's crazy work. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It is done, my lord.
What is done?
I... Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
What the fuck? What are we gonna revolutionizing against? Critical hit. Strength, critical hit, vitality, strength, vitality, direct hit, it's 15. Is there any differences to these actually? Oh, this one's. These two seem to be the same. Hold on. Knocked earrings, gloam earrings on. Strength, crit hit. Yeah, these two are basically the same. The only difference is this one. Because this one gives better direct hit rate. Dexterity and critical hit plus 15. I wanna pick that one up. Here's necklace of slaying. Use XP earned by when level 68 and below. After using item level rare class travel cream. Oh, okay. This is the one that. Okay, never mind. This was kind of buns. Where are the earrings? I kind of got one just now. This was skill speed. Screw it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Take here. Yep. Attributes. Is there? Pretty sure I don't have anything better than that. No. I have a lot of shit in here that kinda might have to get rid of. Like low-key, high-key. Let's stop listening to you one more time. The Great Divide. Our friends. Oh my god, I gotta read. Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. No, it avails us not to speculate. Fuck! Speculate. Urianger will send word if there are any developments. Until such times as he does, he must remain firmly focused on which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak of a different matter, one closer to home. I swear to fuck, I can't read it. It concerns etheric fluctuations. I'm gonna create a shout. It concerns etheric fluctuations, which we had previously attributed to good King Moggle Mog the 12th. Ooh, my god, that was not a hard sentence to read. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Dude. It's so stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Let's just keep watching. Or reading, better said. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. No problem, that's my thing. Yet all is not well in the 12th Wood. Our latest reading reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. They may even suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you, Asilia, I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. What manner of problem? Abandoned refugees hailing from Old Daw this time are come to the Revenant's toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they are in the 7th heaven, awaiting a formal response. I say, may have this was to be expected, I shall meet with them at once. Asilia, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people, considering that we will have you. What will happen if you do this? Word will spread, and more will follow. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear their suit. Therefore, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. Ain't no brown girl. Ah, my thing. That's what I do. Alright, speak with the refugees at the 7th Haven. Alright, oh, they're outside. Okay. Leave the Solar. In Mordana. There you are. Apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Penfilia, and I lead the Silence of the Seventh Dawn. So be praised, it is you. Ready and willing to work, send us to Domans to give us a task and we'll see it done. Pray calm yourselves, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, Antecedent, I ain't so good with words. I've been living off the scraps of Old Daw for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one. What? They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man, not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run, and the question was where, and then it came to me. Revenant's toll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So you'd surely do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it is true that I accepted Doman's petition for aid, the decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but I pray understand that it's not possible for an organization of our means to aid all those who have been affected by the calamity. And so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us? If I might have a word... Tataru? Ill tidings from Old Damade. Alphinaud has... Oh! Alphinaud has been wounded?! What the fuck did he... I mean, I know it's kinda annoying, but like... Is it serious? They gotta say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the Flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently lashing out at any and everyone. Huh? That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells, none of the blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antecedent, please, if you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. my lady. We're not the ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alphenaud and quickly. If he is in danger or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. That's pretty. Oh wow. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Ida and Papalino will see to it. Alphenaud is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry, Leofar. On my way. I'm going. I love the sudden change in the music, dude. I love it. It's sticking on. Sorry, it's really low. A lot has changed, not gonna lie. What are you? The rise and fall of the gentleman. Deploy! It snows here? I thought this would be like a place where it doesn't snow. Corpse Room, Ruby Road Exchange. Hey man, you look like you're chilling and grilling, dude.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well.
I kind of forgot about that, okay, man?
Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
Like?
Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Ala Mhigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the Moneterists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest, nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. that the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Ah, gosh, shucks. Unless you guys plan on just having me do all the heavy lifting this time. Again. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I would have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Excuse me. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you will accompany me to Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Raoban has to say upon the matter. Interesting. Actually, I think this is yeah. So much easier. The way of the samurai. Oh, this quest will unlock the samurai child. Oh. That sounds interesting. This sounds just will unlock the samurai child. I'll do that some other time. Yeah, I'm really not interested in like playing. Really not. Now it's not a good time, Private Celeron. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alphinaud, back on your feet already. You may grade my swift recovery, so you're... What is that word? She... I'm not gonna read that. I'm gonna butcher it. No. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation. Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalan. We have sent what forces we can spare to rid out the last of the belligerents, but process is slow. They are damnably elusive. I can well imagine, given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls, stands to reason. Yuck. I didn't read that. Damn it. But I do not understand. Shoot. I can well imagine, given that the majority of refugees live outside of the wall, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the lands. Fuck, I didn't read the previous one. What I do not understand is what they come to be well prepared. Before my little incident, I assured that several of the refugees were armed and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that tensions between the old Dawn citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not seen a single guild to spend? Who could not survive without the aid provided by the Immortal Flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well, my point is that this powdered keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now our order must be restored. This is my first duty. Until it's done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will return anon. Coolio. Yeah. The general is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. We're here to claim, without the necessary proof, that these riots were instigated by outside forces. The monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have more faith in your abilities, Therefore, I propose to conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I will have to make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. You may balk at a request for such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Are you gonna start waterboarding people? I feel like Alphinaud will be the type of person to just start, like, sit someone down and be like, alright, so, who was it? And if they don't answer, it's just straight to waterboarding. Like, that he doesn't even give them like 30 seconds to like answer. If you don't answer in like 10 seconds, it's just he's already waterboarding you. I feel like he's that fucked. You look as though you have something to say, Private Celeron. Do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of friendly soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual, even one with ties to the flames, may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well, the Brass Blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the Blades posted there. And we're going, baby! Let's go! Hey! Alright, I need my bird. Oh, shit, it's over here. What's up, guys? Bye, guys. And what brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well, then you've come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees. What do you mean by those refugees? What? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like that merchant who passed through recently, gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. No, it's not. I don't want to talk to him about Buffalo. Boy, move. Oh my god. I didn't expect him to send you, Leofar. I take it this means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return, and I am increasingly concerned that Sasawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Sasawaka, he will explain everything. Alright, he's like up here. You just gotta start looking at your goddamn map, bro. Because it just shows it right there. Ah, don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. I beg your pardon. You're of the flames, but you're not with the flames, I see. If the Alfrek bid you speak with me, then I take it you've agreed to help. 12 be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under the fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and tugging that which is owed. Ha! A childish fantasy. I did everything I could dissuade the others from leaving, but few read my words. Now that one of the idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent and you will understand why. Even now, he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can't make little sense of his words, beyond the fact that he is not alone in surviving. Yet I have no doubt that merchants will lead the remainder of their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. What are you doing? Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Whether you run away with me, we could have escaped together then. You'd be here with me. Be here to soothe me. Why? Why do you have to stay and leave me alone? Slash soothe. Oh, there we go. Who are you? What do you want? It's true I followed the merchants and made the gods strike me down for my folly. What they would not give, you must take, he said. when we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited he split us into two groups, sent us off on our own. And when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. I even tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing and then fighting. And then everyone was fighting and the flames were shouting to give no quarter, and oh god, it's the other group. They're still out there. If you don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine were. Oh, a ring. The guys can wait a little bit. I gotta see what ring I want. Let's take this. Oh my god, more rings. The other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them they will be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultan and try to kill us than to listen for reason. Why, the twins might even deign to do the deed themselves. A pox on all the bloody sellsword. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent us with us vanished during the struggle. Oh, if only we had never listened to that merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. So if it were forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show my brethren that their strongest warriors are no match for one woman. Mayhap then they will agree to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. Baddest kids in the city. Of course. It's not super cool. Oh, down here. Oh yeah, it's definitely around here. Hey Bucky, how you doing? 7 Hells, they found us. Everyone grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. So that's your game, is it? Aha, sorry to disappoint you, lass, but we're more than willing to kill you ourselves. What? Nothing. Oh almighty, what are we gonna do now? I just have power, my dude. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Don't beat yourself about it. I'm just that gal, okay? You ain't got shit on me, bro. You literally haven't got shit on me. return, did you find my brethren? What of the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Better than a handful of them take a beating from you than out the lot get butchered by the flames. Tell me, why did the merchant have to say when it was over? Huh? Or where else would he be? Unless he wants to start struggling with the others. Oh my god, I gotta talk with you again. The merchant wished to approach the refugees in stone throw, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him, convince him to cease his mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin. Alright, and this, we're going. We got this in the bag. I feel like this is easier if I just. No, actually, it's like. Deeply glowing. What? Oh. Names of places. Again, I haven't played this game forever. So, just forget shit. I really just been forgetting shit. Did you see my parents? Nah, I haven't seen anybody. They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with a man from Old Dog. The man said they were gonna change everything, make it so we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. Say, miss, you're looking for someone? I'm looking for a merchant. You mean the man who left with my parents, but I don't know where he... Wait, look over there. I think that's him. Well, now which of these gullible fools shall be my next victim? Stop, Twain. You! He's getting away. Ain't no one getting away. Shit. He got away. There you are. What's up, buddy? How are you? He's fucking doing 6-7 over in that corner. God damn it. You again. Why are you pursuing me? Sedition, treason, revolution, that's just preposterous. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees, the self-same refugees who terrorize the streets of Old Dog? You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None. No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. For the sake of argument, let's say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I have a chickens ours about politics. It was business, only business. Ugh, fine. You spit it out, man. Oh, nah. He's gonna get murked. We both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you wish to protect me, I shall tell you everything. Oh, he got murked. I fucking knew it. Oh, and he's gone. The CIA strikes again, guys. What's all this commotion? 7 hells. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close.
adventurer, I would know more about your relationship with the victim as well as the events leading up to his death. This man was responsible for the recent riots. Mayhap we owe his murderer a debt of gratitude. In any case, it is obvious you're not in the one who...
Yeah. You may carry on with your investigation, Scion. Or just... Again, I can't speak for you. I can't say crap. Those fucking Jordans, bro. There was no way we got those in Noisia before GTA 6. I need those actually. They look so fucking cool. So this is not one of those. What's the new product? Sell around? Where is the merchant? Dad, he got murked. Right in front of my eyes. Murdered! Damn it to all this else. He was not simply murdered, Private. He was silenced. Too many knew his face and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Do not despair though. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. This is gonna be another one. I want to get like Realm Reborn done because I've heard that like everything after Realm Reborn just gets better and better and better and even better. Tact. I've been doing this shit on and off for like 2 years now. It is tiring. But I just don't want to miss out on the lore. Because what if I do miss out on the lore? What if something hype happens and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I can't do that. I can't be there. I can't be that guy. I'm just gonna look it out. I mean, but at least run out like 20 minutes. But this motherfucker doesn't know my whole name except for my last day, man. He just did me there so far. The Flame Journal left word that you were to proceed to the Fragrance Chamber as soon as you return. He wishes to discuss your recent discoveries as well as the result of your own investigation. Master Alphanal has already been informed and should be waiting for you outside. Pray proceed to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speed with partners. Follow me! Pardon. I know Bartholomew was pretty chill, if you ask me at least. Where is the damn, like, place of Christmas? Why is it all the way over there? Give. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Hold on. What's my settings? Oh, like my settings, the computer settings. I've been expecting you, madam. Please receive this inside. Let me see. Spell speed, piety, piety, or piety. I had no idea. A star necklace, even star necklace. Spell speed. This shit gives me a lot more shit. I'm gonna take that one.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room.
And sure.
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
What?
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji? But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Money. Always the money.
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill?
Politics.
It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield. The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths?
Omega.
Omega? What do you mean?
Pardon?
Is this the guy from Monster Hunter? Oh, what the fuck?
An Allagan monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated.
Excuse me? Honey. Initiate, thank you. There we go.
Allagan inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself.
There's no way I'm already gonna be fighting, like, Omega.
If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Carlians did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
It's, no, what? Big company questions. You have been asked to a free company definition. To form a free company, a player must first obtain the signatures of the other people who have become the founding members of the company. If you wish to join, sign the petition. Wait. Where did I check that? What? It's just, What? Wait. Already tracked our duty recommendations. It should be social. While there are no restrictions on who may join, company players cannot belong to more than one free company at a time. Companies will advance rank as regular members earn company points for undertaking various duties around Eorzea. This tax will also earn company's credits, which can be used as currency to purchase various items. From the company, player must first draft a petition, then get 3 other players to sign it. These 3 players will become the founding members of the company. I took help from the drink and said, well, okay. Really? Oh, I think I just can't see it anymore because I was in a cutscene. Is that what official site like activity health system configuration? I think that's the case. I just can't do it anymore. And I have no friends in this game. That's kind of sucky. Open log sightseeing, orchestration list, challenge log. Nice. Oh, next mission allows review list. Okay, fashion report, confirm fashion challenge. Next Allied Society daily quest allowance. Next leave allowance. Well, that's cool. That's cool to see. Portraits, currency, trader, armory, chest, inventory, chocobo, saddle bag, companion, blah 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 blah. Okay, nothing. Okay, so I just can't see it. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought that all of this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think they intend to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interests to learn more about the military activities in the disputed territories. Fortunately, you are already well positioned to do so, Private Sauron. Pray keep us informed of any developments in Cartanel. Be gone, whelp. This is no place for children. Sniffles off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You said you were looking for the man who left my parents. You know this girl? And then he's giving them my whole life story right there. So he visited Stone's Throat as well, I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I am afraid. Alright, can think of several places they might be if you like me to go and look for them together. Really? You'll help me look, mister? Of course, but first I need to finish speaking with my friend. She's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. May I have you to wait for me by that pillar over there? We require but a few minutes. Okay, mister, I'll be waiting. I'll take a quick sand, mayhap normally will know what to do. Sigh! A legion of Garleans and either starved primal, even dealing with an Ossian would be preferable to this terrain. Sometimes I fear Monophilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise. Without concern for the strain it places on our resources and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Are we just gonna pick Monophilia out? Talking about speaking of the devil. Dealfar, this is Monophilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to the Baron's call will all be amazed. The situation in the 12th split has taken a turn for the worse. I will explain in detail once we arrive. The 12th split, then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed. I have received no reports of exiled activity which leads the Silks. Well, Dealfar, you know as well as I that the appearance of the primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the antecedent that that while I am grateful for her concern, she didn't worry for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. Is he just gonna TP me over there, or am I? I know it's too good to be true. I knew it was. What was I saying? Well, I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Omega. In Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, Wilds. That's the one, right? It was genuinely a fun fight. I mean, the Savage one is not a fun fight. I'll tell you. Savage Omega is. I don't want to do that. But it's a fun fight nonetheless. The soundtrack that plays at the very end. At least when you're fighting base Omega, like the Escape. Dude, I had that shit. That shit showed up on my fucking Spotify Wrapped. I listened to it so much. It was like my top 3 or 4. It was in my top 5. It was definitely my top 5. Actually, let me go check right now. Actually, as I'm saying this, no, that is not here. No. Rams 2025. Your top songs. No, yeah. Escape was my number 2 most listened song this year. That motherfucker was not in the game for like more than half the year. He came out like what, in September, and like since September to this point, I've listened to the song like a plethora of fucking times. So yeah, I'm kind of hyped to like fight him in like the actual game it came from. Super fun. It's a relief to see you healthy and hail Leofar. The latest news from Old was most disturbing. Clearly, the only injury Alphinaud suffered was to his ego. Doubtless, it will heal ere long. The other scions will need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready to begin, I will send you right now. Cutting. Oh my god, it's not voice acted, seriously? Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you here if you were not urgent. To business then, I have received some more disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Otter. I have reason to believe that the results may have called for the revered guardian, the Primal Ramuh. Sorry, may have? Then it's not certain? The Elder Seed Seer informs us that the elements themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me antecedent, but that fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Like his more bellicose compeers, Garuda, and so on, Ramuh is reputed to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylph or their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements? If preparations for a summon ritual were indeed underway, it would surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, then I was pretty sure it was going to happen. It's not this soon. I beg your pardon? You foresaw this eventuality and did not to prevent it. I told Papalimo I suppose I could have reported things to Memphilia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around in their territory. They already summoned Ramuh once right after the calamity, but that was because the Guardians came tramping through the forest. And so long as Castrum's Orient stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The action of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. But by all accounts, the recent violence in Old Da drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. It is like the Sylphs perceive this panic migration as yet another invasion and quicken their efforts to summon their god. I am put in mind of Titan and the Kobolds once again. It is the affairs of men which have paved the way for our Primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. But that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Leofar, through your dealings with the Sylphs of Little Solace, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder might one, who has treated with the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past, not achieve similar success with their patron deity. If Rimuru can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. A fond hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the Beastmen since time immemorial. But maybe this time we can. Let us continue this discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nations most affected by Rimuru's presence. The Elder Seedseer has requested your personal involvement, Leofar. Pray report to Commander Helix the Adder's Nest as soon as you're able. Seal yourselves for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Levin will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow Scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. Coolio. That here. Alright, let's pick the Rochelle. Let's click here, click here. Of the Scions, your rival has been the most specific appearance of a primal has ever caused for alarm and unease. Though my men stand ready for any eventuality, I don't know more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Seedseer, however, will speak to you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic rather than martial skills may better serve our cause. I will leave for the explanation to our learned leader. Pray make your way to Nofita's altar. The conjurer in attendance will be the lowest standard. What time is it? I think if this stops this quest, or I might just end before, like, if I remove, because I have to go to work tomorrow, and I can't, like, wait until too late.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramuh is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the sylphs, too, have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramuh is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelveswood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelveswood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramuh himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
Yes, ma'am.
You have my thanks. Pray make for little solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Okay. Look at the serpent looking at me with socks. This will be where I end stream for tonight. I have work in the morning. I have like yeah. You two are the ugliest things I have misfortunately met. Level therefore, the science of so to expect you in the city go to treat with the prime minister himself an unenviable tag for one for which I have no doubt you are well suited. I have been told that your fellow science are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak. I may might ascertain the location of the Lord of Levin might be found. I would ask that you provide me until they return their findings. I kind of want to know what this is, but at the same time, I gotta go. Oh my god. Yes. I really have to. Okay, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed, guys. Shoot, two. Hmm. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me see. Feed. Dogs. Hold on. Oh yeah, the game just closed. Okay. Oh, my ear. My earphone. My ears. Oh, where the I thought there was like an option to like hit. No, I have to go. I go like that. Get out here. Let me see. Oh shit! My stream. My Twitch recap. Holy shit! Wow, that's so awesome. I'll watch it after like I don't know. Alright, let me see. Dubba. Right here. And then I'm probably not gonna raid anybody tonight. Cause nah, I ain't doing that. Wait a minute. Yuppers. Yeah, that's gonna be all for tonight, actually, guys. It's been nice, guys. It's been nice. It's been nice. I'll probably stream again tomorrow if I get off work early and finish the last bit of assignments I have done. Well, I have to do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this was fun. Later.